And now,
Mm.
when I enter a room,
Yes.
I don't want to sit at the back. My space is at
in
the
the front. I like it.
If I don't see a seat
In the front, you make
then
one.
I have to make one.
Yes, I like
go and
that.
find my own chair and I bring it to the table.
I like that. Hi guys, and welcome to Sanders Entrepreneur Circle and another podcast with yet another inspirational woman. Today I've got Jean. She's a serial entrepreneur, guys. She's got lots of businesses, and it'd be nice to hear about her story and also honestly pick her brain. I couldn't wait. So I am looking forward, and I know you guys are going to be enjoying this podcast because it's got a lot of nuggets. So make sure you've got a notebook and your pen because there's a lot of stuff being shared in this video. So welcome, Jean.
Oh, thank you, Sandra. I really appreciate you, and thank you for inviting me to your community. And I'm here as a friend, as a sister, and we've known each other for a very
so long.
time.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
It's honestly, the pleasure is mine. Honestly, I was so flattered, and I know Jean, guys, Jean is a very private person. So for her to say, yeah, I'll do it, I was like, oh my God, she said yes.
It took you how many weeks?
Oh my God, and then we had a few tries, we had a few cancellations, but we're so happy that we're here.
We're here today.
And I know everything happens for a reason. Today was the day it was supposed to be done. And yeah, I know it's going to help a lot of people out there. Jean has got a heart for inspiring women, guys. She's honestly, anyway, I'll let her, let's start. Who's Jean?
Who is Jean? Oh my God. Who is Jean? Jean is a vibrant woman. That's what I would say. Jean is somebody who is very passionate about making a difference
I agree with that.
to a lot of people, to young adults as well, teenagers. My passion is somebody, it's all about making a difference, changing somebody else's trajectories or somebody else's story from I can't do this to I can do this. Because I just believe that people live with so much of this self-limiting belief. So who is Jean? Jean is a vibrant woman. She unleashes hidden potential in people.
Wow.
That's what I would say, and that's how I describe Jean.
Oh wow, and I agree with every word as well. Yeah, this woman, guys. Okay, let me tell people how we met, how we're friends with Jean. Jean used to run this event every year. Was it every year or every?
It was every year.
Christmas, isn't it?
We had the summer one, and then we had the Christmas one. So we had the summertime ball, and then we had the Christmas.
Where she'd put women together, and the women had to come. It was called glam ladies. Yeah, well, so from the name, it was all about looking glamorous and feeling glamorous, and everything was about it was like 5-star, 3-course meals, looking the part, and the music, the partying that used to happen. I was telling Jim, we need to do some more of this because honestly, I miss it. It was amazing.
Oh,
it was amazing. You. So I remember we came as an MC. We went MC me and T one time.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed that as well. I know.
Because everybody was so fascinated with your hair, your big hair, the loudness. I was like, wow, okay. I've got my MCs for next year's event. So that's what we did. And we did,
but Jean, I think we need to do it again because honestly, people need to go somewhere where they can put their head down, where they can feel good, feel glamorous in every way.
Yes.
I like the way that there's power in the name. And for you, it started with the name, glam. So when it's glam, you need to look glamorous. And the food was 3-course and glamorous. The environment was 5-star and glamorous. The music, your DJs, oh my God, honestly, we need to do this again, Jean. Anyway, we're not here to talk about, actually it's kind of business, isn't it, as well? So we can involve that as well. But all this Jean was doing was to put women together, to network in an environment where they can feel good about themselves.
Yes.
And get inspired from seeing other people. So that's it takes a special kind of person.
I think for me, at that time when I started the events, it was more about how women they don't get told enough how beautiful they are, how good they are looking, and things like that. So I felt like I had to create that platform to allow women to dress up, feel good about themselves, to build confidence, you know, and just hearing somebody else's story and realize that you're not alone in this journey. So that was the story behind it. And then also to showcase, you know, the power in a woman to say, okay, when I step out, I could be somebody else different than just being known as the mother to so and so, the wife to so and so, because sometimes it's what the community puts on us that we walk around, you know, representing or showcasing, but not the woman that you are, you know. So that's the story behind it.
I love that. I love that. So Jean, what made you? Where did all this come from? I know you told me about women, but there must be something that was driving that. That there's something that you thought, okay, I know you saw that women were not appreciated enough, but I'm sure there's something from your childhood, because everything comes from maybe past experience or something that must have made you think, I'm going to make a difference in this way. What was it?
Okay.
Tell us about a bit of Elias, Jean Elias.
Interestingly enough, Jean that you see today is not the Jean you would have seen or gotten to know like in her teenage years or maybe younger age before the teenage came into play. So basically Jean was very shy.
Wow, I cannot believe that. Wow, a 360.
Jean was very shy, and she was that kind of a student whereby when she walks into a classroom full of other pupils, you'll find her right at the back seat.
No, and yet
right at the back seat.
Oh my
She was even scared to lift or raise her hand in class to give an answer because she had no self-confidence whatsoever.
Wow.
So that played a lot on her mind. Wow. Because growing up, being raised by a single parent and, you know, just going through life and seeing mom struggle and things like that, it played a lot in who I was at that time. Because maybe you just feel, you know, as a young, naive child, you're thinking, it's written on my forehead. Everything is written on my forehead. So when I step out, people are going to think this. If I step out, people are going to say this about me. So I tried to cover up. So it played on my confidence. So I wasn't able to show up the way I wanted to show up. But growing up, you know, self-development, you know, listening to powerful speakers, preachers and things like that, that changed me. That
Guys, I hope you're listening to those points, because she's saying that she was the one who's always the back. To me, Jean has always been in the forefront of everything. So you need to, okay, let's recap, Jean.
Yeah.
So if you are one who's shy and you want to be in the forefront, and that journey that you had to take from Jean, who was always at the back, to Jean is always in the front. Guys, Jean is like I said, a serial entrepreneur. We're going to talk about her businesses in a bit, but I just wanted to see that she's a leader. She's doing a lot in her life. From that Jean that you just be at the back to the Jean who's running events, who's running all these businesses, who's running everything. You need to be to go through a self-development.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And how do you do that? If somebody how would they do that?
Well, what I would say is you have to make that decision. Because if you don't make that decision, nobody else will make it for you.
100%.
So you have to recognize where you are first. And then you have to recognize where you want to go.
100%.
Or how far you want to go in life. Before you make this recognition of where I am and where I want to get to, you won't move.
100%.
Then after when you have recognized where you are and where you want to get to, it's the first step, taking the first step and knowing what it is that you need to do to get in order for you to get to the end point.
The journey.
Yes. So if you don't have something that you're looking at forward to, you will not make
goal.
a move. You will remain in the same place.
Set a goal.
Yes.
Set a goal. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. So for me, it was that first step that I made to say, I need to change who I am. I need to build the confidence in order for me to get to where I want to get to. So it was personal development.
Mm-hmm.
How did I do that?
Mm-hmm.
I started listening to a lot of YouTube videos, you know, from successful people.
Like Sandra's podcast.
Exactly. We do not despise humble beginnings. It's about the content that you're listening to. Who are you speaking to, or who are you listening to? That's what matters the most. So for me, I started working from that point onwards in order for me to build that self-confidence.
Because it's easier when you see somebody or you see other people that are like you who are making it to think, oh, actually, it's possible.
It's possible. It's possible.
So you saw that actually it was possible for people to come from there to there.
So for me, it was more about what I was listening to. It made me believe in myself to say I can actually become who I want to become. So what I was listening to.
What were you listening to?
Oh, wow. Where do I start? I listened to a lot of speakers. I used to look at Sarah Jakes. You know Sarah Jakes, T.D. Jakes' daughter? And I saw myself in her.
Wow.
Because of the, you know, the passion that I have to develop women, to unleash hidden talent or potential. So the more I listened to Sarah Jakes, the more I felt like there is space for me.
Yeah.
I can actually become like her. I don't want to be her, but I can become something that could be, you know, resembling exactly what she's doing, but in my own way, rather than wanting to be like
that, like a cheap copy. Yes. You want to just be like,
So I listened to her a lot, and then I started listening to other speakers like Tony Robbins. And the other place where I developed myself a little bit more was when I started my business journey. I went into network marketing. So that network marketing also helped me a lot. You know, from the courses that we were doing and also doing, you know, the business events. That's when I started to speak out a little bit more, and then I believed that people should listen to my voice.
Yes, and they should. She's a beautiful voice. Yeah.
So that's how I started developing myself. Was it easy? No.
I can imagine.
But I'm not doing it for anybody. I'm doing it
for yourself.
So if you think about it in terms of like, I want to rescue me, so I have to do whatever it takes to rescue me.
Wow.
Nobody else is going to come and do it for me.
100%.
That's it.
Wow.
So that's... And now... When I enter a room, I don't want to sit at the back. My space is at the front.
I like it. I like it. 100%. Yes.
If I don't see a seat
in the front, you make one.
I have to make one.
Yes, I
go
like
and
that.
Find my own chair and I bring it to the table.
I like that. Guys, I hope you're taking notes. If you don't see any space in the front, go and find a chair and make one. I love that.
That's it.
I love that.
That's it.
Right. Okay, guys, we've talked about Jean and how she grew from. Honestly, that's quite a journey and quite a remarkable experience to come from there to there. From somebody who was shy as well. Unfortunately, I can't speak for shy people. I mean, some people are just. But I know some people that are shy, and to just see somebody like that to come from there to where you are now, Jean, that is amazing. You should be proud of yourself.
You.
And to some people that are watching, if you're shy and you need to get to the front, set a goal, work on your self-development, and make sure you're sitting in the front. And if there's no space,
and make sure you don't look around to say who's watching.
Oh yes, I like that.
No. Just focus on where you are going, and make sure that you remove all the distractions.
Yes, all the noise.
Don't worry about what somebody else has to say because
they will have a different story anyway about you in future when things work. So sometimes it's just okay to close off all the noise and concentrate on focus.
Yes,
I like that.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
I told you guys.
And remember why you're doing it. You're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anybody else.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. Guys, I told you anyway. I feel like I didn't warn you. Well, I warned you. And Jean, you know we're all about entrepreneurship on here. And I did say she's a serial entrepreneur, guys. So, what kind of businesses are you involved in? Tell us your business journey.
Okay, my business journey is very funny, shall I say? Because do you want me to start when I was younger?
We've got time. We've got time. Look at you guys.
Okay. So I've always believed that I was born to become a leader.
Wow.
All my life. When I was younger, I remember I used to sell FREEZITS.
At school? Yes.
At home.
And on the street?
Yeah, on the street. Yeah, so I used to go and buy a box of FREEZITS.
Oh, wow.
Where I come from.
I love FREEZITS.
Anyway.
Oh, God. guys, if you don't know FREEZITS, what they call it here? They call them cool. What do they call them?
It's
They call them. It's frozen like juice, isn't it? Really.
Frozen juice in a pack.
Yeah. And I love them. Honestly, before I want to cut you there for a bit. Each time I go home, I love FREEZITS so much. The other day, I remember it just reminded me.
Yeah. I
went home one of my holidays, and I went to someone was selling FREEZITS on the street. I think they had about 15 or so selling them. I sat there with them, and I said, "I'm gonna pay you when I finish. I'm not sure how many I want." I sat there talking to them, and I had one, and then I had two, and then three, and I finished the whole lot at once. But yeah, I know it's not healthy. Don't do that, guys. But I just trying to say that how much I love them. So I could have been your customer.
Yeah.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I just bought a box and then I started freezing them and then selling them. Or I would send someone to go and sell while I'm just watching my money come in.
She was already a leader. She's already a leader, director.
And then from a young age.
Director, yes, with staff from a young age. Wow.
And then also where we used to live, we were close to the stadium. So whenever there is football,
events,
whenever there is football, I would ask people to come and park at our house and take money, make them pay for car park and for looking after
my God, Jean! This is so amazing. Oh my God.
So all these ideas, they came to me even when I was younger. So I believe
and
that.
And this was in Zimbabwe?
That was in Zimbabwe, yes, when I was younger.
God.
And I used to make a lot of money. And then I got to know somebody,
How old were you at this stage?
Oh, just below 10.
Oh my God, guys, that's
just
amazing.
Below 10.
Oh my God,
and you know how people say that your network is your network as well sometimes. So there was a guy who used to work at a factory where they used to get braids. So I used to ask him to bring those braids to me at a discounted price, and then I'll resell them to, adults on the street.
And what age was this? Was it 10 as well?
I was above 10, but still I was making money. I was
as a preteen. This girl was on fire.
So business started very early, very early. Yeah. So anyway,
and where were you getting all these ideas from? You just looking at.
I would just look for opportunities. You just look for opportunities.
You're destined for business. Wow. Okay.
You just look for opportunities.
So after the braids business, what else?
So after the braids business, I'm now in the UK, and then there's me with my entrepreneurial, desire, passion. I considered doing cleaning company. I considered doing cooking. Then that's when I did events. And I also considered doing personal shopping, but all those things, they were just ideas coming in, because one thing I knew was I should not work for anybody else.
Wow.
I needed to do something for
to
me.
Be your own boss.
Yes. But then I was confused as all these ideas were coming into my mind and everything. Then I had to look for a coach who I sat down with, and they helped me to look at the mindset, having everything. Yeah,
and focus as well, because there's so many ideas, but you can't be a jack of all trades in business. You need to focus.
So that's when I discovered who I was, and then I started going through the process of knowing my purpose, what God wants for me, and it is mainly making a difference in other people's lives.
Wow.
So at the moment, the businesses that I'm running, I've got a care business where we help people live longer in their houses.
Wow.
Promoting independence, making sure that their needs are met.
Wow.
So we've got a team of staff who go into people's houses and do that.
And again, it's like what you said, is everything that you do is to empower somebody.
People. Yes, exactly. So through all the businesses that I run or that I'm involved in, I also offer opportunity to people who are the staff. So we've brought staff from abroad who we've given opportunities
Wow.
to change their lives.
Yes, wow.
Yeah, so that's one. And then I have a property business, and in the property realm,
property entrepreneur.
in the property realm, we are providing accommodation for professionals, service accommodation.
Yes, my favorite.
Yeah, that's your language.
That's my language, my favorite language, my love language.
You're doing it so well, girl. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, so we are housing staff as well that work for us. At the moment, as you know, in the United Kingdom, property or accommodation is a problem.
It's a premium, yes.
It is a problem. Yeah, so overall, we are running about 17.
Wow.
17
properties.
Well, I would say service accommodations, but they are all in different
ways. Yes.
Aspects.
Wow. So that's good. When you get 17 properties, guys, then you know you're doing stuff.
Yeah. So that's that one. And then I also do coaching.
Yeah.
It is my passion.
Why am I surprised?
My passion to help people unleash themselves, their hidden potentials. Because if I look at myself like 5, 10, 15 years ago, I wouldn't think or imagine that I'll be where I am today, or even be talking about what we're talking about today. So I do that on a consultancy basis, helping people unleash themselves. And I'll be talking forever if I continue.
I think honestly, we are taking notes. I hope you are. If you're not, well, darling, I'm taking my notes. And honestly, Jean, you're such a remarkable woman, and it's nice. This is the reason why I do this YouTube channel, so that people like me can see that it's possible. Yeah, there's so many Sandras out there, so many people who want to inspire, who aspire to be something else. Yeah, and maybe they'll be limited by whatever it is, but it's mainly the mindset, really. What limits us, and the environment. So this YouTube channel is opening up. To me, I thought that would be a nice environment to open up people and invite my friends, and I'm very blessed to have a lot of entrepreneur friends. So honestly, I can do this channel until kingdom come. But I the reason why I do it is because I want to help other people that might not be as lucky or as me to be exposed to this kind of environment. And I'm so grateful that people like you who take guys. Jean is busy. She's always busy. So, and the reason why she had to cancel, is it the third time? The fourth. I mean, this fourth. Yeah, the fourth time she's going. And even for me, I was thinking, you know what? Let's not do this. Yeah, it's not meant to be. But that's the thing. When you're an entrepreneur, you're very busy, and for them to take the time off that to come here and sit down with me and do a video, it's just a nice thing. You really need to appreciate that. And you guys, you've listened to what she's got to say. There's so much. She's such an inspiration. She came from humble beginnings, from selling FREEZITS in Zimbabwe to owning this this big business, different businesses really that are doing very, very well at the moment. And you can do the same, guys. Don't look at a situation and think, because I'm sure if you were to speak to Jean, when how she was like, I'm sure she's like a lot of people that have come from Zimbabwe with a little suitcase and everything their own. And she started from there. And you can too. You can start from wherever you are. The most important thing is to start. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm talking about this, to be honest. This is Jean time. This is Jean's platform. But I just felt the point to me that you need to say this. And it's because I'm so overwhelmed and so touched, really, that you've come here and you shared this. Jean, what advice would you give somebody who's watching, who's thinking, where do I go? What do I do? What would I do? Jean, please help me. Where do I start? What advice would you give?
Where would you start? I would say how I felt. Is it okay if I share how I felt?
120%.
In that moment when I say to myself, I need to start. So I will say, look at where you are right now. Are you comfortable? What is your why?
Yeah.
Why do you want to start? what's making you feel like you want to start? For me, I wanted to make sure that I was comfortable. I wanted my children to be comfortable. I wanted to give my children a different lifestyle compared to what I had.
Yeah.
I don't blame my mom for the life that I had.
She did
because she did her best
with what she had.
So I wanted to give my children the opportunity to live the life that I wish I had, lived myself. So that was my why. And then I decided to start. Is starting easy? No. It's not easy.
100%.
Will you face challenges?
Definitely.
Okay. Because if I look back when I started, I still cry about the 3 years that I lost before then because I was listening to what people were saying.
Unnecessary noise.
You can't do it. Oh no, in this country the rules. Oh no, this, that, And then I was so fearful. So when you want to start, you have to remove the fear.
Yes.
You have to remove the fact that you want people to give you the permission, validation to say yes you can. When you want to start, I would say start with what you have.
100%.
Start with what you have.
100%.
Don't look for big, but start with the small. That's what people are saying.
I like how you put it.
Small, and big. I like that. So I would say start with what you have. Start small. Yeah. Learn from the lessons.
Yes.
Make a mistake. It's okay.
Yes.
People are afraid of making mistakes, but you don't learn unless you make a mistake.
Yeah.
What's important is that
you are able to
you are able to learn from the mistake and change things. Do it the right way.
Yes, I like that.
Once you start, is it going to be easy? No. It's not going to be so quick. You're not going to see the results
overnight.
No. Just keep pushing, keep pressing on. That's what I would say.
I like that because somebody actually told me that the law of life really is it works itself out.
Yes.
Yeah. What your bit is, everything works out.
Exactly.
What your bit is to keep doing it. Keep knocking on that door. Be consistent. Oh, it might take a year or two or three. But
you don't
be
give up.
consistent.
And the other thing, like how I was talking about personal development, I listened to what was his name now? I forgot the name. But I love him so much. He said when you fall, make sure you fall on your back. Because if you fall on your back, you can still see the vision where you want to get to. So it will give you the urge to want to get up and keep moving. When you fall on your front, that's it. All you see is what's on the ground.
I like that. Wow.
And I always say one more nugget. I'll always say, give God something to bless.
Amen to that. I love that.
Give God something to bless.
I love that.
What does it mean? Okay? Start with that small. Okay? God who sees above will bless you. Because you've sown a seed to say, God, this is what I want to do. And then
you're God of abundance.
Exactly.
You magnify it.
He's got something to bless.
Wow.
You've given him something.
Wow.
One last thing, how I started the event?
Please, not last.
This is about starting, right?
Yeah, okay.
So about starting the events, I was clueless. I didn't know people, like you said in the beginning, that I'm a very private person. I don't really go out there, I feel like it's because I thrive in isolation. That's me.
You're alone.
I pay attention.
Just say you're alone.
I focus on what I need to do. That's the main reason.
Sometimes though, if you want to do the best, you need to be. When you're alone, you're away from all the noise.
Yes, distraction, so I can think better. But when the event started, I just called one person. I said, hey, I'm thinking that because we're so lonely, it was because of the situation I was in. I said, because we're so lonely,
Start
we
with
just
what you
meet.
got.
Exactly.
Start where you
So that
are.
one phone call, because I knew
The power
she
of
could-
network.
Exactly.
Your network is a network.
Exactly.
All these things, guys. Are you?
See?
You see? Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Start
So
what
I
you
just
got.
called
You were
her.
lonely, so you knew that always business is about problem solving.
Yes.
If there's a problem,
So
then
if
you
I'm
can solve it.
experiencing the
Then
problem,
yeah, you've got the
I
problem
need to
and
find
you
a
don't solve it.
solution.
Yes.
And I'm
wow.
not the only person in that problem or who's facing that
The same
similar
thing. Yeah, you
problem.
find your tribe that are going through this. Those are your customers.
So I just then
Love
say
it.
to her, you know what, this loneliness is not good. We just meet at work. What are we going to do next? I said, I've got an idea. She said, yeah, tell me. I said, an event.
Wow.
Christmas. And she was like, yes, you got it.
Wow.
And then she started phoning people. The next minute, I'm receiving phone calls after phone calls after phone calls. That's how the event started.
Wow. Connection. The power of connection. The power of
knowing
network.
the right people.
Yeah. Be around.
Who are you spending time with?
Yeah. Oh God. She's so nuggets. I don't know. You're not taking notes, darling. It's a you problem. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. That's how you start.
Oh, and guys, we're just talking. It's still early stages, but this is gonna happen. We're going to have, because now we all about entrepreneurship now. So we're planning actually on doing a business networking event where we're gonna teach people, because again we've seen a problem.
Yes.
Because most of the networking events that we go to, people seem to just want to sell.
Yes.
We're tired of going to events where people are selling.
Yes.
We want to go to events where people are learning.
Yeah.
So if we want that and it's not out there, we're going to bring it. And we're going to do it properly. So that's what we're doing. So watch out. So I'll be giving you a lot more information in the future. But just so you know, that's what we're doing.
That's it. We're starting.
We're starting it,
That's
yeah.
it.
So just so you know, so this time I come and tell you wonder how I've done it. It's because I've done it with Jean. So this is the face
We are
that
starting.
we'll be doing. She will have all the knowledge about event, because I don't even have a clue about event management and all this. But I know I've got to love. I've got to drive.
Yeah.
I've got this burning in me of wanting, because I've been to so many networking events, and there is room, there is a gap in that market.
There is a gap.
That some people are just doing it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
We want to learn.
Yeah.
And when we learn, we're equipped.
Exactly.
And we know a lot of people that are in this environment that wouldn't mind coming to learn, that share that dream as well.
Exactly.
And we know a lot of people that can event manage as well, even though they're shy, even though they're not people's people. So, so yeah, we just anyway. She carries on. You know, guys, I talk a lot and nothing new. If you're just watching for the first time, this is me, guys. This is what you get.
Sandra, we know.
What you see is what you get with me. But one last thing, I don't even know how long this video is, and I don't really care, because to me it's all about the quality. If we've got questions for this amazing woman, while we've got her, let's take advantage of her. Challenges. What challenges have you faced as a business woman, as a serial entrepreneur?
A lot. A lot. I would say I'll just mention the few which might be the biggest challenges that you might encounter. I think your circle becomes very, very small.
Oh yeah.
It becomes very, very small. Hence why maybe I'm private or I'm isolated, like you said.
And why does it become small? Somebody
I
doesn't
think
understand what
it's
business is.
mainly to do with the different goals, different ambitions, different mindsets, and you know, some people, I don't know why, and don't quote me, but some people will start feeling threatened by you simply because you are trying to show them, or they feel you're showing them who they wish they could have become if they had pushed a little bit further, but they don't want to do anything about it. So it's like you're bringing a mirror into their face to say, hey, see yourself, and they don't want to see that. So they'll just move away, which is okay, because it's less distraction for you, shall I say. And in terms of the connections or the network, I always say it's not about the numbers, it's about the quality of the connections. So I, like how we were talking earlier, to say for me it's about value. Are you adding value to me or to my bank account? If not,
if you're not,
then
bye.
It's okay. It's fine. Okay. And then the other challenge, so it brings loneliness. So that's a challenge. That's a challenge.
I kind of agree with you, and I think it's also because when you're doing something that you love, because for you to succeed in entrepreneurship, whatever entrepreneurship you're doing, you need to be able to love it, because there'll be times where it's not giving, but if you love it, nothing will stop you.
Exactly.
And if you love something so much, you can't stop but keep talking about it.
Yes, exactly.
So when you keep talking about, like you're saying, you show them something that when you keep talking about entrepreneurship and they don't want to hear it, they won't like it.
Yes.
And I agree with that.
So that's that. And then the other challenge, you're gonna face so many no's in your life. Okay. So what I have tend to kind of like do when somebody says no, I don't look at it as rejection, and I don't let it make me feel low or down. It doesn't make me question myself, because I already believe in what I'm doing. So how I look at it is more like, all they've said is not today.
Not today, yeah.
So I'll try.
So you add the
tomorrow.
T, and then today afterwards.
Yes.
No means not today.
Not today. Not today. So also, it's about knowing that person wasn't meant for you.
Yes.
The right one will
come.
So you don't have to give up. So that's a challenge on its own. And the biggest one is about, being fearful. If I take this risk, is it going to give me anything in return? But you will never know unless you take that risk.
100%.
So I've learned now to say, okay, yes, it is a challenge, but I'm just going to take the risk anyway. If I don't do it, it's a challenge.
Yes.
If I do it, it's a challenge. But look at the return after.
Yes, and also looking at it and thinking, what's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If I don't do it,
I'm still going to be in the same position.
Yeah. If I do it, at least I've tried. I can always go. If it's not worked out, I can always go back to the same position I was before. Yeah. So it's worth a try.
That's it. And you're not going to lose
so many
anything.
opportunities we lose out on. We look so many. When you look back, you think, oh, I should have done that.
I should have done that.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And I've had some other speakers, through that personal development. There is one speaker who said that the richest place on earth
is the grave.
The grave, yeah.
I like that. Even my mom said the same thing as well.
Because people died, without writing the books that they wanted to write.
Yes.
The dreams. It's just like a dream is a dream. Like, but what did you do with it? Some dreams were worth millions or billions.
Yes, yeah. Don't keep making that grave a rich place, guys.
Exactly.
Don't take it to the grave.
Yeah.
Do it now and enjoy it.
Exactly. That's it. That's all I would say.
You're a remarkable woman. Jean, where can people find you if they want to come for coaching, or where can they find you?
Okay, so I've got a movement from Glam Ladies. I had to rebrand, and then there is Vibrant Woman.
Okay, all right. I didn't know about this one.
Vibrant Woman is on Facebook.
Is it? Okay.
Instagram.
Right, I'm going to put it in the description box, guys.
Yeah, so it's Vibrant with a Y. I love that bit. Because all my businesses have got a vibrant in them.
Wow.
So it's Vibrant Care Services, Vibrant Living, Vibrant Independent Living, Vibrant Woman.
Because she's vibrant. There's power in the name. I always say power in the name.
And as long as it's got a meaning to you. And,
and each time you say it,
you're
speaking it into existence. I like that.
So it's Vibrant Woman. It's VYBRANT Woman on Instagram and on Facebook.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the website is down. I had to pull it down because I'm doing some rebranding.
Right.
On a lot
I hope that it will be back up soon, because some people like the website version on Instagram and Facebook. So we need to be available on platforms. But I'm still going to, even though is it down, so can I not get a link anyway?
No, because I had to change
the
provider, the host.
Okay.
So I moved from one host
To the other.
one.
Okay, no worries. Once you've got this reinstated, let me know. So I'll put it. I can always add afterwards.
No
I'll
problem.
add in the description
No
box.
problem.
But sweetie, I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
And
sis.
I know you are very, very comfortable, but I know that there's still plenty of room.
There's a lot that wanted to come out.
Yes. And wow, I can't wait to see. I've already seen you grow, but I can't wait to see you even bigger and bigger and bigger. That's something to me anyway. So, but I'm really, really proud of you. And thank you for coming. I really appreciate you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
And I want to say, whoever is listening to the sound of my voice, go and do that thing that you've always wanted to do.
Wow.
Because life doesn't stop.
Life
doesn't stop.
Yes. Wow.
You don't want to live a life of regret. I wish I had. No. And one thing I've realized over time, after unleashing myself, girl,
it's a lot. It's a lot. Let's not go there. Let's not even go there. Wow, honestly.
So if you limit yourself, you're
Independence.
limiting, what you could access as well. The lifestyle you could lead.
Yes. Yes.
So don't limit yourself. Just do it afraid. That's my statement.
Just do it, yeah.
Just do it afraid.
Honestly, if you talk about independence and freedom, the freedom, it's priceless. I would never put a price on that. It's amazing. It's like, wow, why didn't I do this 20 years ago? But you go through what you go through so that you can give you the drive to even come out of it.
Yes.
So, yeah, she's right. So if there's something...
Entrepreneurship gives you options.
Yes. I like that.
It gives you options.
And yeah, so just do it, guys. Just do it. Whatever it is that you've been thinking. And even if you put aside even an hour of your week to that dream that you've always wanted to do, that book that you wanted to write, that dress you wanted to sew, that whatever you wanted to do, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And no blaming.
And don't listen to the negativity.
Yeah.
Like what Jean does, just stay in isolation if need be.
It's been a good place. But I came out today, didn't I?
Yeah, she did. No, the good thing about Jean is she comes out when
it's
it puts...
necessary.
I like that she said when it puts value to her life.
Yeah.
So I like that. Actually, I'm going to try. I think every time I need to do something, I need to ask myself, is it going to put value to my life or my bank account?
Yes.
If it's not doing anything either, it's not worth my time.
Exactly.
I like that.
Even the phone calls, when they're coming, I look at them like, okay. You have to be.
Well, some things are very draining. Exactly. Some things will distract you from where you need to be.
Exactly.
I like that.
So
Anyway, guys, I know you've learned so much today, and don't worry, Jean will be back. I'll find a way of getting her back somehow. Getting her out of that isolation that she likes to go a lot. Anyway, don't forget, guys, to subscribe, share, like, comment. Leave me a comment and tell me something nice, because I'm doing a good job here. And tell us something nice about Jean as well. She's doing an amazing job. Tell us what you've learned. That would be nice as well. Until next time, guys.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you. All the best.
Yes.